Hello children, in this session let us start chapter number 2, Life at Hawthorne School from your English textbook Raindrops. And this lesson is written by Charles Tritton. Charles Tritton was the author of books such as Heidi Grows Up. He was a translator of Johanna Spyri. Heidi Grows Up is a 1938 novel and sequel to Johanna Spyri's Heidi, written by Spyri's French and English translator Charles Tritton. Hoping to finish her education in a cultured school, Heidi's grandfather sends the adolescent to the boarding school Hawthorne, where she makes problems at the school. Life at Hawthorne School is an excerpt or a small part from the novel Heidi Grows Up. Who lives with her grandfather in the mountains is sent to a boarding school. Does she become comfortable there and make friends? In this lesson, we have 3 sections. And in this session, I explain the first section. Children, in section 1, we have got information of Heidi's first day at the boarding school, her meeting with teachers and with other students. Okay, let us read and understand this section. Here, the sun shining through the windows awakened Heidi. A busy day followed, filled with both pleasant and unpleasant happenings. Heidi met the French teacher, Mademoiselle Raymond, who was very tall and thin and nearsighted. She wore a high collar, a high knot of hair on the top of her head. Children, Heidi got up ready for going to the school. That day was very busy for her. It was filled with both happy and unhappy happenings. In the school, Heidi met the French teacher, Mademoiselle Raymond. She was very tall and thin and nearsighted. She wore a high-collared dress and her hair was tied at the top of her head. There was a row of buttons that paraded down her back like many small beetles. She stooped down to look at Heidi and murmured, "I am very strict, especially about dictation. Your friend Clara learned well, very well indeed." In her dress, there were many buttons. They looked like small beetles. She told Heidi and said that she was very strict, especially about dictation, and she should learn like Clara, who was a very good learner in the class. Heidi began to be afraid. She could not live up to Clara, of whom everyone in the school had such a good opinion. She felt even more convinced of this when she talked to Fraulein. "Good morning, Heidi. I hope we shall be a happy family and that you are going to be as lovable as your friend Clara." Heidi began to be afraid because she thought that she could not be as good as Clara. She felt that Clara was a very good learner in the class when she felt another teacher, Fraulein. Fraulein advised Heidi to learn and act like Clara, who was a very good student in the class. She said this to make Heidi understand the importance of good behavior, but privately, Fraulein felt a very real sympathy for this simple 14-year-old country girl with her 2 long braids and plain cotton dress. How would her classmates receive her? All of them were girls of families that were more or less well-to-do. Fraulein advised her to make her understand the importance of good behavior. She also had a doubt whether the other students of her class would accept Heidi as a good friend because they were from rich families and Heidi was a very simple and a poor girl. That first morning, Heidi made 52 errors in the dictation, about which Mademoiselle Raymond was so very strict. She did not understand one of Fraulein's orders in the gym class and she made a spot on the tablecloth at lunch. That day, she did 52 mistakes in the dictation. She did another mistake again. During her lunch, she made a spot on the tablecloth. Mademoiselle Larby, the headmistress, gave her a very severe look. "We are not living in a village," she said. "You must learn to eat properly." "Excuse me, mademoiselle," said Heidi. "It was an accident." "Do not answer back when I correct you," said the headmistress. Heidi, who had not meant to be rude, sat silent and confused. Seeing the spot on the tablecloth, The headmistress scolded Heidi, saying that they were not living in a village, and she also scolded her and told her to learn to eat properly. Heidi replied that it was an accident, but headmistress became angry and told her not to reply back. Heidi became sad and silent. She was not really rude. Mademoiselle Larby resumed, "This afternoon you will take a walk with Miss Smith at 4:30. When Eileen arrives, I shall meet you at the school. Be especially kind to Eileen Goss. Her father has just died in Buenos Aires, where he was the consul general, and her mother is ill." Mademoiselle Larby started again their plan of the day. That afternoon, she said that they would have a walk with Miss Smith, and at 4:30 they would have a meeting again with principal, and that time another student, Eileen, would come, and her father had died in Buenos Aires, where he was the consul general. She requested all the girls to be kind to Eileen because her mother was ill and her father had died in Buenos Aires.